So I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys in terms of this video. The first thing I wanted to share was I wanted to share about what separates Jesus Christ from every other religious figure and everybody you can talk about. All these history books, right? Right now I'm doing a university class where the question asks, how did Jesus have so much effectiveness in teaching his disciples? What made him stand out in his teachings? You know, and as I'm looking and pondering this question, it's saying use scripture to edify your answer, kind of thing. And I thought in that regard, I was thinking about how everybody believes something, and everybody has a platform that they're standing on, and everybody's going from this platform. Their energy, their drive is coming from this platform, and they're headed towards a destination. Everybody is sinners, unbelievers, atheists, everybody. So people, faith-based, everybody's standing on a platform, and this platform, for many different people, it can be what your parents taught you. It can be on history books. It can be, but they're standing on a platform, and they're approaching life from this platform, and all their actions are linked and connected to this platform that they're standing on. And so they're doing life from this platform, and they're going and heading into a direction that's linked and connected to this platform. And that's why Jesus Christ told us, to build a house on rock, steady in its foundation, meaning on him. He is the cornerstone. He is the rock. And so this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that what separates Jesus Christ from every other thing that you can read in all these books, right? I understand the unbelievers and how they can look at Jesus Christ and his teachings, and as I'm reading and brushing up from my answer on school, I looked at it from their perspective, from the unbeliever's perspective, and how they can look at it and how it could be daunting to them. Oh yeah, Jesus said this once upon a time. Jesus said that once upon a time. He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Okay, good. Give them a round of applause. This is how they think. Like, okay, so good. Okay. Or treat others the way you would like to be treated. Okay, yeah, that's a good saying. I like that. Okay, I agree with that. Okay, but move on, right? Like, that's not what makes Jesus special, is that he said these things. It makes Martin Luther King special when he said certain things. We know him for these things. But what makes Jesus Christ exclusive is the fact that today, if you go to him, if you humble yourself and you go to him, you can be richly blessed by him today, right now, because of believing in what he taught. That's exclusive, because you can believe that dinosaurs existed once upon a time, by reading a history book, but you can't get a text from the history book and say, well, I believe that Tyrannosaurus Rex once lived, and so I asked the Tyrannosaurus Rex appear to me and bless me today and just show me himself and this and that. You can't do that with anything. But you can do that with God. You can do that with Jesus. You can do that with the Bible. And that's what makes him so exclusive. And that's what people really have to understand, is that you can press in and have an experience with God through his text of what he has said in the Bible. So the more you know of what he said, the more you can ask him questions and he will answer. The other day I tell my son, he was playing on his tablet, he was playing games, and I said to him, son, you shouldn't play too long on those tablets. It brainwashes you, it numbs you down, it dumbs you down, and I want you to be sharp. I want you to be smart, intelligent, and I want you to grow your relationship with God as well. I want you to put the tablet down. I want you to go to the room, and I want you to give God 10 minutes. I want you to just pray to God. And then he's like, well, what do I pray about? He's only 8 years old. And so I'm like, just go over there, start talking to God, and he's going to talk back to you. And that was my instruction to him, so he did so. And I said, when he talks back to you, come back into the room and tell me what he says. So my 8-year-old, after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that, he comes back and he talks to me. He said, okay, God has spoken. So, I'm kind of like smirking, kind of like I am now. I'm like, okay, what did he say? And so he said, God said that He's going to heal mommy. My wife has a little condition, and He said He's going to heal her. My son doesn't really know too much about that. He doesn't know too much about her condition. So it's like, whoa, okay. Caught my attention, now I'm no longer like, I'm like, whoa, okay. So I'm sitting up. I'm like, what else did He say? He said, God told me that He's going to bless me when I grow up. When I turn into a man, and as I grow, that He's going to bless me. Well, that's biblical. A lot of people in the Bible, God says, when you grow up, I'm going to give you a lot of territory. I'm going to give you a lot of children. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to, give you a great inheritance. So I'm like, whoa, okay. This is not hearsay. This is not just my son making stuff up. Like just to get off the hook to pray or whatever. He's like looking at me genuine and saying, this is what God spoke. I'm like, okay, well, what else did He say? He said, God said, because He told me 4 things in total. He said, God's going to heal mommy. God's going to bless me when I grow up. The third thing that God had said was that He wants me to read more books about Him.